Every morning is a rebirth, a divine opportunity to rise into the truth of who you are, and to call forth the abundance, love, health, and miracles that have been waiting in the invisible realm for you to simply claim them. The first words you speak, the first thoughts you entertain, the first images you allow to pass across the screen of your mind, they are not small things. They are seeds. And these seeds do not merely vanish. They take root in the fertile soil of your subconscious and blossom into experiences you call your life. So when you awaken, do not rush into the world's noise. Do not surrender your power to the chatter of yesterday's fears or tomorrow's doubts. Instead, stand in the sacred stillness of morning and declare to yourself, in full conviction, words that align you with the higher law of life. These words are not just affirmations, they are commands to the universe, declarations that pierce through the veil of limitation and summon the unseen forces of good to manifest tangibly in your reality. The first thing you must tell yourself is that you are a limitless being, not bound by the appearances of yesterday, nor chained by the illusions of lack and struggle. Say to yourself, I am limitless, for I am one with infinite supply. Let these words vibrate within you as truth, not as wishful thinking, but as a law. When you truly accept that you are connected to an infinite field, the very field that birthed galaxies, suns, oceans, and stars, then the small concerns of the material world dissolve like mist before the rising sun. You awaken the part of you that knows no boundaries, the part that whispers, all things are possible. And as you feel these words, the universe rearranges itself in harmony with your inner knowing. Next, tell yourself that today is a sacred gift. The breath in your lungs, the pulse in your veins, the light streaming through your window, it is all evidence that life has chosen you again. Say, this day is my gift, and I use it wisely. When you begin the day with this awareness, you cut away the patterns of procrastination and dread. You awaken gratitude, and gratitude is the magnet for miracles. You see, the universe always pours more into the vessel that overflows with thanks. A grateful mind cannot dwell in fear, and a grateful heart cannot be denied the riches of life. Feel the depth of that truth. Imagine that each moment is wrapped like a present, waiting for your joy to unwrap it. Suddenly, the day is not a burden to be endured, but a stage set for wonders beyond expectation. Then, affirm to yourself that everything is already working out for you, even if appearances show confusion or chaos, even if yesterday seemed like loss. Today you declare, all things are aligning in my favor. This statement is not denial, it is higher vision. The surface may look stormy, but underneath, the current of life is always moving toward your highest good. By affirming this, you step out of fear's illusion and place yourself on the frequency of trust. And when you trust, you allow. When you allow, you receive. Think of it as tuning your radio. If you set the dial to static, all you hear is noise. But if you align to the right station, you hear the music clearly. The universe is always playing a melody for your upliftment, but you must tune your mind to listen. Tell yourself also that your words are seeds of power. Say, every word I speak today carries life. When you awaken to the authority of your voice, you stop speaking idly, you stop cursing your own path with phrases like, I can't, I never, or, it's too hard. Instead, you speak only what you want multiplied. For words are living vibrations, and they do not return void. They travel into the field, attract like unto themselves, and eventually return to you in form. The wise know that careless words are costly, while conscious words are treasures. So each morning, remind yourself you are the sower, and your speech is the seed. Plant only what you wish to harvest. Declare also that love guides your every step. Say, I walk in love, and love walks before me. This single affirmation can shift your entire day. Love is not merely an emotion, it is the substance of creation, the magnetic force that binds atoms together, the unseen energy that causes flowers to bloom, rivers to flow, and hearts to open. When you align with love, you align with the strongest current in the universe. And when you walk in love, you cannot be led astray, for love knows the way even when your rational mind is clouded. Love will move the right people into your path, dissolve hidden resentments, and open doors you didn't know existed. By declaring this truth, you become unshakable, radiating harmony that draws harmony back to you. Another truth you must whisper to yourself is that wealth, health, and joy are natural to you. Say, I live in divine abundance, radiant health, and unshakable joy. Notice how this declaration feels in your body. As you say it, let yourself imagine the vitality of a body brimming with life force, the freedom of a wallet filled with plenty, the lightness of a heart soaring with joy. Do not beg for these things. Do not chase them as if they are outside you. Know that they already exist in the invisible, and your declaration is simply calling them into form. Just as a radio wave exists, long before the sound reaches your ear, your abundance, your vitality, your joy already exist in spirit. Your morning command is the switch that tunes you to receive. Then, remind yourself that you are divinely guided in all you do. Say, infinite wisdom directs me now. This simple yet profound statement takes the burden off your shoulders. You no longer need to figure everything out alone. There is an intelligence that has orchestrated galaxies, timed the beating of your heart, and placed every star in its orbit. That same intelligence whispers within you, guiding you toward the right choices, the perfect timing, the aligned opportunities. When you affirm this each morning, you silence the frantic chatter of doubt and attune yourself to inner knowing. Suddenly, coincidences appear, doors open, ideas flow, and you realize you are not stumbling through life. You are being led. Tell yourself also that your past no longer has power over you. Say, I am free from the past. I live fully in the now. The morning is the perfect time to release yesterday's regrets and tomorrow's anxieties. Too often, people wake up carrying yesterday's failures like chains, dragging them into today, thereby recreating the same cycles. But when you remind yourself of freedom, you break the loop. The universe is not holding your past against you. It is only your mind replaying the old script. But you hold the authority to rewrite it. The present moment is a blank canvas. And when you affirm your freedom, you dip your brush into new colors and paint a masterpiece where there once was only repetition. Finally, say to yourself with deep conviction, I am a magnet for miracles. Let this be the crescendo of your morning declarations. When you awaken and boldly declare that the miraculous belongs to you, you begin to see the extraordinary hidden in the ordinary. The smile of a stranger, the call at the perfect time, the sudden inspiration, the unexpected provision. All of these are miracles clothed in everyday garments. And when you declare yourself a magnet for them, you remove the blinders of disbelief and attune your vision to catch them as they unfold. The universe loves bold expectation. It rushes to meet the one who dares to believe that life is not meant to be dull, but luminous with wonders. Each of these declarations is not a wish, not a fragile hope, but a decree, and a decree backed by feeling becomes law in your world. The key is to speak them as though they are already true, for indeed they are true in the higher realm. You are not begging life to give you scraps. You are commanding the banquet table of abundance to appear, for it already exists, and has your name on it. Speak them with fire in your heart, with vision in your mind, with certainty in your soul. And as you do, your vibration rises, and as your vibration rises, your reality must shift. So every morning, before the world intrudes, before the news, before the phone, before the worries, stop and declare these truths. Speak them out loud. Whisper them if you must, but let them be the first music of your day. In doing so, you set the rhythm, and the universe dances to the beat of your conviction. The universe has been waiting for you to rise each day, with the authority of a creator, rather than the passivity of a bystander. Too many awaken, and allow the mind to drift into old grooves, repeating the narratives of lack, worry, and doubt. But when you choose your first thoughts consciously, you seize the reins of the day, and by extension of your life. Consider the mind like fertile soil. If you do not plant deliberately, weeds of fear and doubt will grow unchecked. But when you rise and declare your truth, you sow seeds of light, seeds of prosperity, seeds of divine alignment. And those seeds cannot fail to bear fruit when nurtured with faith. Faith is not blind, it is sight on a higher plane. When you affirm, "I am limitless," you are not denying physical appearances. You are acknowledging the greater reality beyond them. The visible is always birthed from the invisible. What you see now is nothing but yesterday's vibration crystallized into form. But today's vibration, the one you choose in this sacred morning ritual, will become tomorrow's reality. So do not be deceived by appearances. Appearances are only shadows, reflections of old thinking. You are not bound to them. You are the one who commands the light that casts them. Feel the weight of this truth. Every word you declare with conviction echoes through the quantum field, rearranging energy, summoning people, opportunities, and events into perfect alignment. When you say, "All things are working out for me," you issue a command that rewrites probabilities. You draw threads of harmony where chaos once seemed to dominate. You are the author, and the universe is the publisher, printing the story you dictate. And when you begin each day by speaking these words, you are not merely affirming, you are programming the entire fabric of your reality. Let us deepen into the vibration of gratitude. When you say, "This day is my gift," you awaken the part of your soul that remembers. Remembers what? That you chose to be here. That you are not an accident of biology or a random occurrence. You are spirit clothed in flesh, consciousness exploring the dimensions of matter. Life is your playground, your classroom, your canvas. When you meet the day with gratitude, the universe responds with generosity. It is law. Imagine handing a gift to a child. When the child squeals with joy, thanks you with pure delight, do you not long to give them more? So it is with life. Gratitude multiplies blessings, while complaint chokes them at the root. And so, each morning, gratitude is your gateway to wonders unseen. Love, too, must saturate your being as the day begins. For love is the frequency that dissolves all resistance. When you declare, "I walk in love, and love walks before me," you summon a shield around you that no malice, envy, or negativity can penetrate. Love transmutes what is dark into what is light, what is heavy into what is lifted. Even those who oppose you cannot withstand it, for love is alchemy. As you step into your day with love, situations that once seemed hostile soften, conflicts unravel, and hidden blessings emerge from unlikely places. Love is not weakness, it is the greatest strength, for it aligns you with the creative force itself. Understand also the magnitude of your words. So many underestimate the power of the tongue. But words are energy condensed into sound, sound that vibrates into the fabric of reality. When you awaken and say, "Every word I speak today carries life," you become conscious of the creative fire you hold. Idle words, careless mutterings, self-criticism, gossip, these are daggers turned inward, sabotaging your own harvest. But conscious words, words of faith, words of vision, words of kindness, they are like golden threads weaving together a tapestry of blessings. Each morning, remind yourself, speak only that which you desire to multiply. For the law does not discern between words spoken lightly and words spoken with gravity. It multiplies all. Now bring your awareness to the truth of abundance. When you say, "I live in divine abundance, radiant health, and unshakable joy," you shift from a beggar's posture to a king's decree. Too long have people prayed as if pleading with life, asking from a place of lack. But true prayer is command, spoken from the recognition that the supply already exists. There is no lack in the universe. The oceans have not run dry, the stars have not dimmed, the fields have not stopped blooming. Abundance is the default. Lack is only the shadow cast by fear. So when you declare abundance each morning, you realign yourself with the flow that never ceased, the river that has always been running. Health is your natural state, joy is your true nature, and abundance is your birthright. And let us not forget guidance. To declare, infinite wisdom directs me now, is to surrender control not out of weakness, but out of trust in a higher intelligence that sees beyond what the eyes can perceive. Your rational mind is but a lantern, casting light a few feet ahead. Infinite wisdom is the sun, illuminating the entire path. When you affirm guidance, you release the burden of anxiety and allow synchronicities to orchestrate your steps. Suddenly, you find yourself at the right place at the right time, meeting the right person, receiving the right idea. Life becomes effortless not because challenges vanish, but because you are guided around obstacles with grace. The past, too, must be released each morning. I am free from the past. I live fully in the now. Feel the liberation in those words. Every dawn is a new creation. The universe does not hold records of your mistakes, only the mind does. To carry the past into today is like dragging old baggage into a mansion built for you now. It serves no purpose but to weigh you down. Each morning, cut the cord. Speak your freedom into existence. And as you do, you awaken to the power of the present moment, the only place where creation truly happens. And finally, to say, I am a magnet for miracles, is to claim your inheritance. Miracles are not rare occurrences. They are natural laws operating on a higher frequency. They are the byproduct of alignment. When you expect them, you see them. When you declare yourself a magnet, you attune your perception to catch the divine winks of the universe. The unexpected money, the sudden healing, the unplanned opportunity, the perfect encounter, all of these are miracles dressed in everyday clothing. By claiming them, you remove the veil and allow them to pour into your life freely. So each morning, as the sun rises, remember this truth. You are not beginning another ordinary day. You are stepping into a fresh canvas, a field of infinite potential, awaiting your command. Speak boldly, speak with love, speak with faith. And know that the universe bends to the vibration of your conviction. What you declare in the stillness of morning becomes the architecture of your day, and what becomes the architecture of your day shapes the destiny of your life. Every word, every thought, every feeling you cultivate in those first precious moments of the day is like the brushstroke of an artist, shaping the masterpiece of your destiny. Too often people squander this sacred window by immediately plunging into yesterday's noise, scrolling through messages, carrying the weight of unfinished business, rehearsing conflicts, or bracing for imagined disasters. But when you claim the morning as your sanctuary, as the throne room of your spirit, you reassert dominion over the hours ahead. The mind is impressionable when you awaken, and whatever is spoken, felt, and envisioned in that state penetrates deeply, setting the vibrational tone for the entire day. Consider how powerful it is to awaken and speak, I am limitless, for I am one with infinite supply. With this single phrase you dismantle the illusion that circumstances, people, or conditions can restrain you. You align yourself with the boundless energy that spins the planets and animates your every breath. Limitations dissolve when you see yourself as part of that infinite current. In truth, limitation is never real. It is a projection of the mind that has forgotten its source. Each time you reaffirm your limitlessness, you cut through the fog of small thinking, and you awaken the larger self, who knows that dreams are not fantasies, but instructions from the soul, about what is possible. And when you affirm, this day is my gift, and I use it wisely, you remind yourself that time itself is sacred currency. How you spend this day is how you invest in your destiny. Do not waste it in complaint or idle distraction, for each moment is a seed. You have been given another sunrise, another chance, another opening to create. What greater treasure could there be? Gratitude is the doorway, and wisdom is the guide. When you awaken with this consciousness, even ordinary tasks are transfigured into sacred rituals, and the day becomes not a burden, but a blessing unfolding. Now let your heart expand into the declaration. All things are aligning in my favor. This is not wishful thinking. It is an invocation of universal law. The field responds to expectation, and when you expect harmony, harmony emerges. Even when appearances suggest disarray, beneath the surface there is always an unseen order working for your good. The tangled threads you see now are weaving themselves into a tapestry more beautiful than you can imagine. By claiming that alignment each morning, you release resistance and allow divine orchestration to operate unhindered. Soon you discover that delays were redirections, obstacles were stepping stones, and what seemed like chaos was the perfect preparation for what you had asked for. Then speak the truth. Every word I speak today carries life. Feel the gravity of that. Words are not trivial, they are spells, vibrations that shape energy into form. How often do people sabotage themselves with careless phrases? I'm always unlucky. I never get ahead. I'm so tired of this. Each phrase is a decree, and the universe, impartial, responds. But when you awaken and remind yourself of the sacred power of your voice, you choose differently. You speak health, wealth, joy, and peace. You speak possibility. You speak vision. And as you do, those words begin to crystallize, first in the subtle realms of thought and energy, and then in the concrete experiences of your life. When you proclaim, I walk in love, and love walks before me, you enter into the highest vibration available. Love is not weakness, nor is it sentimentality. It is the very substance of life. The magnetic power that holds atoms together, that draws creation into being. When you align with love, you become a beacon, radiating a frequency that transforms everything it touches. Fear melts, resentment dissolves, and even hostility cannot stand against it. The universe bends in favor of love, because love is its foundation. By affirming this each morning, you ensure that your steps are guided, your path is softened, and your encounters are blessed. Say also, I live in divine abundance, radiant health, and unshakable joy. These are not luxuries, they are your birthrights. The body knows how to heal, the spirit knows how to prosper, and the soul knows how to rejoice. Scarcity is not real. It is the absence of recognition. Illness is not the truth. It is imbalance seeking harmony. Sadness is not your essence. It is the shadow reminding you of the light. By affirming abundance, health, and joy, you recalibrate yourself to your original design. You stop searching for these treasures outside yourself, and instead allow them to flow from within, where they have always been. When you declare, infinite wisdom directs me now, you remind yourself that you are never alone, never unguided. There is a higher intelligence flowing through you. The same intelligence that orchestrates the stars, that times the beating of your heart, that governs the tides of the ocean. Why would you not trust it to direct your steps? When you begin your day with this trust, anxiety loosens its grip. You are no longer stumbling in the dark. You are following a light that cannot fail. Ideas arrive unbidden. Inspiration flows like water. Doors open at the precise moment, and you find yourself marveling at the synchronicities that guide you without effort. Proclaim also, I am free from the past, I live fully in the now. Too many live imprisoned by memory, replaying mistakes, regrets, betrayals, or missed opportunities. But the past is nothing more than a memory, a shadow with no substance. Only the present moment contains the power to create. When you cut the ties to yesterday each morning, you liberate yourself to write a new script. You cease dragging the old story into the new day. You become fresh, renewed, aligned with the eternal now where infinite possibility resides. And in that now, miracles happen, for miracles are never found in the past or future. They are always here. Finally, seal your morning with the radiant truth. I am a magnet for miracles. This single phrase transforms your perception. For miracles are not rare. They are the natural outpouring of life when resistance is gone. They are as natural as the sunrise, as constant as the beating heart. The issue is not their absence but our blindness. By declaring yourself a magnet, you attune your inner sight to catch them. You begin to notice the divine choreography in small details, the unexpected phone call, the chance encounter, the idea that arrives just in time, the provision that appears as if from nowhere. These are not accidents. They are evidence of a universe conspiring on your behalf. Speak these truths each morning. Not as empty repetition, but as living decrees. Speak them with the certainty of law, with the conviction of one who knows that the invisible must become visible, that the word spoken in faith cannot return void. You are not at the mercy of conditions. You are the master shaping them. The world bends to the rhythm of your inner state, and your inner state is forged in the sacred stillness of morning. Declare boldly, and the universe will echo your declaration in every corner of your experience. The morning is the genesis of your daily creation, and as you rise and speak these truths, you ignite the very forces of the universe to collaborate with you. Life is not random. It is precise, mathematical, vibrational, and exact. The energy you cultivate in those opening moments of consciousness sets a trajectory, like the angle of a rocket's launch. A small adjustment at the beginning creates an entirely different destination. This is why it is essential to saturate your mind and heart with declarations that align you with infinite intelligence, rather than rehearsing the same tired scripts of limitation and fear. Imagine waking and immediately remembering that you are limitless. This realization alone eradicates years of conditioning that told you otherwise. The world may insist that you are confined by circumstance, by past mistakes, by the economy, by your upbringing. But when you declare, "I am limitless, for I am one with infinite supply," you step outside that program. You remind yourself that you are a fragment of the infinite, an expression of the eternal. The mind may protest, showing you the bank account, the unpaid bills, the body's symptoms, the opinions of others. Yet none of these are the truth. They are effects, not causes. The cause is always your inner state. And when you claim limitlessness, you shift the cause, which must eventually transform the effect. Then as you breathe into the awareness that this day is your gift, you ignite the engine of gratitude. Gratitude is not just an emotion. It is a frequency, a magnet that draws more of what you appreciate into your field. To begin the day without gratitude is to squander the portal that could open blessings unimaginable. When you wake and say, "This day is my gift, and I use it wisely," you place yourself in harmony with the rhythm of abundance. Even before a single thing happens, you declare that the day is already sacred, already overflowing with hidden treasures. And the universe, reflecting your vibration, rushes to confirm it. When you affirm that all things are aligning in your favor, you dismantle the illusion of chaos. Life is not against you, though it may sometimes appear that way. Life is always conspiring for your evolution, for your growth, for your highest expression. The obstacles, the delays, the closed doors, they are not punishments, they are recalibrations. They are the unseen hand guiding you to something greater than what you were asking for. By declaring alignment, you cease resisting and begin allowing. And in that state of allowance, the tangled becomes straight, the crooked becomes smooth, and the path unfolds as though it had been waiting just for you. Consider the majesty of the spoken word. To declare, "Every word I speak today carries life," is to remind yourself that language is not merely communication. It is creation. The ancients knew this. They understood that sound is vibration and vibration shapes matter. Even modern science confirms it. Words spoken into water crystallize into beautiful or distorted patterns depending on the tone. And if this is true of water, how much more true of your own body, your own life, composed largely of water and energy. Speak life and life must mirror it back. Speak lack and lack grows. Speak abundance and abundance flows. The law does not fail. Love must also be enthroned in your morning consciousness. I walk in love and love walks before me. These words are not sentimental. They are alchemical. Love is the master key that unlocks every door. It is the frequency that dissolves hostility, that transforms enemies into allies, that softens hardened hearts, that turns what seems immovable into pliable clay. Walk into your day clothed in love and watch how even the harshest conditions bend toward grace. You cannot control the actions of others, but you can command the energy you carry, and when that energy is love, all else rearranges in its presence. Then there is the undeniable truth of abundance, health, and joy. When you declare, "I live in divine abundance, radiant health, and unshakable joy," you are not begging for these things. You are recognizing them as your essence. Abundance is the law of the universe. There is no shortage of stars, no limit to the waves of the sea, no ceiling on the sky. Health is the natural design of the body, forever seeking equilibrium, forever regenerating. Joy is the natural state of the soul, obscured only when we forget who we are. So by affirming this triad each morning, you recalibrate to what is natural, dismissing what is unnatural as temporary distortion. Guidance, too, must be claimed. Infinite wisdom directs me now. This statement is a surrender not to fate, but to divine intelligence that sees beyond the limits of logic. You may not know what steps to take, but the infinite within you knows. It whispers in hunches, in intuitions, in synchronicities. When you begin the day with this affirmation, you prime yourself to hear those whispers. You stop forcing and start flowing. You stop worrying and start trusting. And in that trust, life reveals itself as an intricate choreography that could never have been planned by the mind alone. The past loses its grip when you boldly affirm, "I am free from the past. I live fully in the now." How liberating it is to know that the universe is not bound by your yesterdays. You are not defined by what has been. You are defined by what you are willing to declare now. The mistakes, the failures, the betrayals, they only live if you keep resurrecting them. Release them, and they vanish. Live in the now, and you open the only door through which miracles can enter. And yes, proclaim, "I am a magnet for miracles." Do not shrink from this statement. Do not doubt its validity. Miracles are simply higher laws at play, laws that appear supernatural only because they transcend ordinary expectation. They are not rare, they are constant, but they appear only to those with eyes to see. By declaring yourself a magnet, you tune your eyes, your heart, your vibration to perceive them. You live in wonder, in awe, in a childlike openness that allows the extraordinary to dance into your day. So what happens when you rise each morning and decree these truths? You become a living magnet of divine possibility. You are no longer tossed by circumstances. You shape them. You are no longer repeating cycles. You are creating anew. The universe does not withhold from you. It awaits your command. And your command is issued most powerfully in those sacred moments of dawn, when your spirit is fresh, your mind is pliable, and your heart is open. Speak boldly. Declare without hesitation. Let your morning words be the law you live by, and watch how swiftly the world rearranges itself to obey. So as the morning rises and light floods the earth, remember that you too are a rising sun. Each dawn is not a continuation of yesterday, but a brand new creation, awaiting the decree of your voice, the vibration of your heart, and the vision of your spirit. The 9 truths you speak are not empty affirmations but living laws. Laws that bend reality, laws that awaken hidden power, laws that summon what already belongs to you from the unseen into the seen. You are limitless, and when you know this, limitation dissolves. Each day is your gift, and when you honor it, life honors you. All things are aligning, and when you trust, alignment reveals itself. Your words are seeds, and when you speak with awareness, your harvest is inevitable. Love is your shield and your guide, and when you walk in it, no force can oppose you. Abundance, health, and joy are not things to chase but rivers flowing within you, and when you allow them, they overflow. Infinite wisdom is your compass, and when you listen, you are led with ease. The past is gone, the now is alive, and when you embrace it, freedom is yours. And miracles, yes, miracles, are your inheritance, and when you expect them, they multiply in every corner of your life. So rise each morning not as one burdened by yesterday, but as a creator stepping into a blank canvas. Speak boldly, for the universe listens. Feel deeply, for emotion is fuel for manifestation. Believe unwaveringly, for belief is the bridge between the invisible and the visible. And walk in the knowing that your life is not random, but deliberate, crafted by the words you choose, the love you embody, and the vision you hold. The morning belongs to you. The day belongs to you. The future belongs to you. Claim it, command it, and live it. For when you declare truth, truth declares you.